Hello. So I just downloaded an update for Windows Live Essentials, which is the little pack that Movie Maker is a part of, and it seems like nothing changed, which is kind of bizarre. And I didn't have to convert the file for this video or anything. It was just like, yeah, sure, I'll just open it. There's no new buttons or anything. There's not a new design. Everything looks the same. I'm assuming perhaps they changed other programs or they improve the functionality in a way that I don't understand. But anyway, so this was about 45 minutes long. This whole thing, just the whole gameplay clip in general, and I managed to clip it down to 11.5 minutes, I think, ish. And yeah, that took me about an hour of editing, so that's quite a while, honestly. It took me 52 minutes initially, and then I went back and made it slightly shorter from 13 minutes-ish, in about 10 minutes, so yeah, 10, 15, whatever. So of course, the first objective when editing these long videos is, okay, find loading screens and places where I paused and clip those out, because that can actually trim 5 minutes off in general. And then it's just get rid of all the quiet bits, so in Zombies, all the bits where I'm just running around repairing barriers with crawlers, and yeah. But anyway, without further ado, because I'm going to run out of time if I'm not careful, this is Modern Warfare 3, and of course this is my summary video. So this was the 8th installment. I wrote 8 installment on my little my Microsoft Word document. It's the 8th installment in the Call of Duty series. It was made by Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games, which was a bit of a mix-up. Well, no, it was whatever. Mixed it up, that's one. And it had a little bit of help by Treyarch. I can't talk today, maybe I should retry. No. It had a little bit of help by Treyarch, and they were recognized in the credits. And it, of course, continued the SAS, or the Task Force 141 story, and, did the whole, global affairs marine story, but with different characters. And by that I mean, it continued keeping you posted on the war between the US and Russia and stuff, but it didn't have, Private Jackson or whatever. That's the one from COD 4, isn't it? Damn it. Private Joseph Allen and, the other dude? Ramirez, get on the Predator drone, blah blah blah. Yeah, anyway. So, this was kind of rendered Modern Warfare 2.5 by the community with, fair enough reasons, I suppose. Because, in my opinion at least, it was pretty much Modern Warfare 2, but they improved the functionality and graphics, and basically, overhauled the game, because a lot of people got fired at Infinity Ward from Modern Warfare 2, because I think Robert Bowling? Yeah, I think. I don't know. He was the community director. He got fired for doing a terrible job, and then a lot of people got fired because Modern Warfare 2 was kind of ridiculous. With one-man army, wasn't a lot of thought that went into it, with the stuff that could potentially be OP, and of course assault rifles were king, more so than in other games. Yeah, take that, Pooch. And yeah, so they completely just overhauled it, rectified the overpowered guns like the UMP and stuff, because that was still in the game, but it wasn't nearly as bad. Made ARs less so the king of the jungle, as I kind of already implied, I suppose. They got rid of the nuke and replaced it with the Moab. So it meant if you were, if you're playing a free-for-all and you got a Moab, then yeah, that's the match won. But basically just meant that you couldn't win on kills in domination. And the Moab basically was pretty much the nuke, so you didn't actually have to equip it as one of your kill streaks, but after you got 25 kills, you would automatically be able to call in the Moab, and instead of winning the game, it would just kill all enemies on the map. And in free-for-all, that is going to win the game. But so it meant in stuff like domination, it's just going to earn you more kills, which might inconvenience the other teams somewhat in trying to get to the flags to capture them, but it's not actually going to end the game and win in your favor, even if you're losing, which was kind of, OP. So the Chopper Gunner, which was a very popular kill streak in the previous game, was just removed altogether, because I guess, they just couldn't find a way to nerf it properly. So, yeah, they continued with the whole death streaks thing, and they added some new ones like hollow points, which would basically give you stopping power for a kill after you died like 4 times in a row or something. And they actually changed the kill streaks completely. So like you would have, basically you could have your own set of kill streaks for each class, and you could choose from one of 3 strike packages. You couldn't like mix and match. You'd have to go for just one. So you'd have assault, which was, you know, your classic, oh, I'm gonna go to get a UAV, then an airstrike, and then go on to an attack helicopter or whatever it is. You know, pretty much how it's worked always. And then a new one, support, which was kind of suggested in part by the community, because, you know, they said, well, there probably won't be as many campers if you make it so that kill streaks don't require you to not die. And sort of inspired by that, I suppose. And they were basically, all the support kill streaks are basically stuff to help your team. So yeah, I guess I didn't explicitly clarify, but I pretty much just said more or less that you would get them. It didn't matter how many times you died, as long as you stayed on the same class. As long as you got 3 kills, you would get like a 3 kill streak. And even if you died 5 times in between each kill, if you did, you're pretty bad at the game. Sorry. But nah. But the kill streaks for support were generally stuff that would help your team, like ballistic vests, which pretty much like gave. So you'd place down a set of ballistic vests, and your teammates would come on over, and they'd hold X on it, and they'd put on a ballistic vest, and it would pretty much like give them juggernaut. But the health wouldn't like heal back. So if they went around a corner and got shot a couple of times from a submachine gun, but they killed the guy, and like their ballistic vest got reduced to like 25% of its health, then it wouldn't like reheal back to full. It would stay at that, and then if they had 125% of their life done in damage to them, then, you know, they'd die. So yeah, sorry, I'm just like getting distracted by the gameplay and I'm losing my tangent. So yeah, they did that, and Specialist was the 3rd strike package, which was I don't know where the inspiration for that came from. It was a bit of a wild card as far as I can tell. But basically, instead of kill streaks, so no ballistic vests, no chopper gun. Well, they weren't chopper gunners, but whatever. Instead, you would set up perks. Hold on just a second. What happened to the other Juggernaut? Because you can see him like by the well on the minimap. I don't. Anyone like to clarify? Perhaps there was like a Claymore there or something. I don't even know if Claymore experts were around by this round. Anyway, so basically, you would get perks, extra perks, instead of kill streaks. So like, you know, if you had Scavenger equipped but you really wanted Sleight of Hand, I think those are both blue perks, I can't really remember, then you could actually set it up so that after you got a 3 kill streak or whatever, you would actually earn Sleight of Hand, which was kind of cool. Yeah, again, don't know where the inspiration came from that, it's a bit weird. They also added Infected into the community playlists thing. And if you're not aware, that was sort of like a private match game initially. So basically, one team has guns, the other team has knives. The guys have to run around with knives, and if they kill a person with a gun, then that person who just got killed then converts to the infected side, and then runs around trying to infect other survivors. And they decided, you know what, let's add it, and then it earned a permanent spot. Unlike other game modes, like Gun Game, for example, and I think there was a few others, like, floating around occasionally, which were, like, only in the community playlists for a week or something. And, yeah. I think that's all on the list. Now I can pretty much just clarify, like, the specific stuff. So, new kill streaks, one of them was the AH6 Overwatch, which is basically like a little bird, you know, those things that, you know, the Gulag, you ride on them to the thing, and, you know, they got miniguns, and they've got loads of seats on the side, and it's kind of gnarly. Anyway, sentry guns are remarkably good at anti-air. I think in real life, sentry guns are, like, designed to shoot missiles as they're coming towards ships and stuff. So I guess it sort of makes sense to shoot down a helicopter. Anyway, yeah, the AH6 Overwatch, which is a little bird that followed you around and shot enemies that were near you. Yeah, the strafe run, which I actually use in a couple of my videos, and I had a free for all where I earned the H6 Overwatch because I was trying that in place of a strafe run, just to see which one was like more effective and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, my ally died because 2 juggernauts rushed him. Poor guy, poor guy. It's a painful death, surely. So yeah, that was a thing, and basically the strafe run was like 5 attack helicopters would go over the map twice instead of like hovering around for half a minute, and then they'd shoot people as they were going across one way, and then they'd turn around and go back, and they'd shoot people again, and it was kind of pointless to try and shoot them down. Of course, if you got like an EMP, you destroy all of them at once, and it's not bad. But anyway, a new killstreak as well was the Juggernaut, which I think was a support killstreak and an assault killstreak. So basically, as the assault killstreak, you'd get a Juggernaut, and yeah, it'd be kind of cool. But then as the support one, it was like 20 kills or something ridiculous. And you'd get like a Juggernaut that had a riot shield and pistols, or I can't even remember, instead of whatever the one in assault was. And oh, this is very near the end of the video. So I think that's pretty much like all the new stuff. The Ace-130 stuck around. Hold on, let me just check how far away I am. Not very. Oh, I guess I have to wrap up there then. Anyway, I think I did alright. Goodbye.